Hey everybody, it's Lou. Welcome back to another episode of LMTV and Off-Grid Adventures. Wanted to go ahead and show you all the tanks we built for Optimus here. They're both gray water tanks because, as I showed in one of the previous videos, the toilet has its own black water tank. However, these can be used just as a black water tank as well if need be. But I want to kind of show you the build process and what we did to construct these. Each one of these tanks here is 5 feet long, and when I did the calculations, holds between 25 to 30 gallons of fluid. When you look up a black water tank on the famous auction site or any of the vendors out there for RV parts, that can run as much as $100 just for that tank. That's not including all your connections and fittings you'll need, and then still mounting hardware and so forth. So what I wanted to do in this video was show you basically the parts we use to make the tanks, the hangers, and all the attachment hardware. All, again, courtesy of the Home Depot, one of our sponsors. So what I've got here is 8-inch PVC pipe. Now that I did not get from Home Depot. They don't carry something that large. That's Schedule 40 pipe. You can pick that up at your local plumber supply house. That piece of pipe for the full length of 10 feet and cut it in half ran us about $70. End caps were another 25 bucks for all four. So right now we're roughly about 100 bucks just in the pipe and the two end pieces. But then we went ahead and picked up the 1.5 inch connector here, one here, which I have here. It's just a threaded 1-inch connector. And then to attach that, we drilled a hole in each spot, which was 1 7/8 hole bit or hole saw, and then used a electrical conduit ring to attach it in place. And then I went back around the gaskets or areas there with that Sikaflex, which is perfectly suitable for what we're doing here. It sealed everything up, and then we went ahead and just spray painted the whole thing with some black Rust-Oleum plastic or all-purpose spray paint. Then we used, for the straps, I made a piece of one here that we're actually not going to use. This is for something else, but this is just flat aluminum. Again, you can pick this up in an 8-foot stick. More than enough for the tanks. I actually only used one 8-foot stick to build all 4 straps for the tanks. Bends very easy in a vise. All I did was put it around the piece of pipe like this, flat, and bent it around it to match the shape. Worked perfectly. And then you've got a hanger strap that you can use. Just drill yourself some holes. I made 3/8 holes on the other straps. And then I picked up a piece of all strut, I guess that's what they call this, from the electrical aisle in Home Depot. Don't quote me on that. Some people might call electrical channel, whatever it be. Again, very useful. Then I drilled a couple of holes in the bottom of Optimus and ran 2 lag carriage bolts through each of these to hold the tank straps and the tank in place. Then I picked up some of these these special nuts. Again, I can't recall the name of this. It's either Unistrut or something like that. These just slide, as you can see here, sorry about, into the channel as so. And once they're in there, they're pretty much locked in, and you run your 3/8 bolt or whatever size you want to do down through that with a lock washer and a flat washer. The whole assembly attaches, as you can see, something like that. And then the tank goes through there. The other thing I picked up was some of this expanding sealant tape that, again, they sell at Home Depot. It's about $6 for a roll. This stuff expands up to as much as 1 1.25 inches, I believe, in size. So it's double, one side sticky. I attached that to the inside here, and that gave a nice cushion between the strap and the tank, and also kept it very secure in place. So this whole setup for 2 tanks, which I'm going to use as gray water tanks, straps, hanging hardware, end caps, sealant, everything out the door, I had just a little bit over $200. When, again, just on the websites alone or the famous auction sites, you'll see just the black water tanks for 25 gallons can cost as much as $100, if not more. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. If everyone ever wanted to use something like that, it's very suitable for the purposes of what we're going to do with it. I'm sure for anyone else's needs. Then you can just cut the section down to whatever size you want. Put this in place. You've got yourself a custom Blackwater tank that holds more than enough for what you're having to do. Again, each 5-foot section on my truck here, or Optimus, holds about 25 to 30 gallons of fluids. That's more than enough for what we need. So just wanted to share that with everyone. Keep hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, definitely, please. We'll keep giving you good quality content. And if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, leave a comment in the message down below. I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Talk to everyone soon.